How's it going, everyone? And today we're going to go ahead and look at some interest checks on the Geek Hack forum. But before we do, if you're new to the channel, I'd like to go ahead and plug the Discord server at the beginning of every video. I post stuff like interest checks, group buys, everything keyboard related. So if you're interested in that type of stuff, feel free to join. The link is in the description below, but let's get right to the video. First up today, we have the ePBT Divine Plan, and I know there is a lot of Pokemon-inspired stuff in the keyboard community as far as keycap sets or keyboard designs. I know there's that one Pikachu tail design that I went over a little while back in another group buy video, but this is a Digimon-inspired keycap set. So to me, this has an edge in coolness because it's not something you see every day, and actually the colorway is just... the colorway's on point. I think this is one of the most simple yet striking colorways I've seen in a long time, and I'm actually really happy it's with ePBT instead of GMK. I feel like ePBT is just as good of a manufacturer for the price point, and they get stuff out relatively about at the same time as GMK. So I'm happy just to see more ePBT sets coming out that have, pretty dope designs for the most part. One thing that really caught my eye about this interest check post on Geek Hack was not just the colorway though, it was the production that went into the renderings. Now, this is one of the coolest renderings I've seen, period. Now, I'm not huge into Digimon, I feel like I've said that already, but it makes me want to watch Digimon, and I've never felt that feeling once in my life. So that says something. It's one of those things where you see it and you want it. Before we move on to the next set, let's go ahead and take a look at the layout and the base kit. It also has some novelties as well. Here is the base kit you see up here. You have your icon, your numpad, your accents, your novelties, and then a quote-unquote divine badge. Not sure what the difference if that should have been novelties or if that's going to be kind of like Rama caps or something like that. That would be a lot of a specialty like Rama caps, but I'm pretty sure that's just another type of novelty set, which actually looks pretty cool, just considering it has all those different types of colors, not just that baby blue and white. So I think that's really going to help bring some color and some pop to the keycap set. But yeah, there you have it, the ePBT Divine Plan. Let's go ahead and take a look at what else we got today. Next up here we have the GMK Psyche, which takes inspiration from some Greek art as well as just mythology pretty much. You have this very cool, very aesthetically pleasing rendering, which you can kind of get the gist of where this set is going for the most part. It's still fairly early on into its interest check stage, so we can go ahead and this is the picture that it's inspired by, and then you have your base kits down here. There isn't too many other renderings than just the base kit and the novelties. I can't remember what set it is reminding me of right now, but it's very similar to a set I've seen in the past. But regardless of that, I do think this is a very cool looking set. You have your novelties down here, which you have I'm not really too huge on these novelties. Some of them I mean, they are just early mock-ups for the most part, but not a huge fan of how it says Psyche and Cupid in what looks like Comic Sans. That's a pass for me for the most part. Other than that though, very good looking kit. You have your renders here. This is a pretty solid looking render. If I wasn't too mistaken, if the light was slightly different, I would have thought this is a production sample or something. But like, man, that carpet is on point. Links are in the description below. If you like anything you see in the video, you can go ahead and check out the Geek Hack forum. Usually they'll have a Google form where you can submit feedback and whatnot and pretty much voice your opinion on the set or keyboard, whatever you're looking at. But yeah, there you have it. You have the GMK Psyche. Let's go ahead and see what else we got. I'm very excited for this one here that I'm about to show you guys, the GMK Gateway. For those of you who are Portal fans, you are going to very much so like this kit. This is a Portal inspired kit if you were not already able to tell. This kit is kind of insane looking, just with all these different colors going out everywhere. Well, not all these different colors, it's just the orange and the blue, but they are very mixed and matched, which, I mean, it really fits the entire theme of the set itself. And speaking of fitting the theme, here are your novelties as It's a Lie, which is a Portal meme. The cake is a lie. I kind of understand it, haven't played too much Portal, so I can't explain it very well. You have your little icons here, and then your, I think, Aperture Science. I'm pretty sure that's the company in the game, the Aperture Science logos. And then here are a couple renderings for you guys. I mean, this kit looks nice, but at the same time, it's like, it's really ugly. But it's hard to say that, but it is very ugly, but it's like charmingly ugly, if that makes sense. I like looking at it, but at the same time, I would make fun of someone with this kit. Not for the fact that it's a Portal-based kit, just because it does kind of look funky, in my opinion. But here are your desk mats before we forget to mention those. But moving on to the slated collaborations, there is just so much. The Solvin GMK Gateway, the Lux cables, the Keebs and stuff. There's so many going on here, so I'm kind of excited to see where this is all going. And I mean, I get it. Who doesn't want to be a part of a Portal GMK set collaboration? Although it's not officially licensed, it's still a very cool set nonetheless. So there you have that. Let's move on to the last keycap set we have today. Lastly today, we have the EPBT Ramen Stop, which we're going to go ahead and look at the base kit. By itself, the base kit looks amazing, but what I'll show you in a second is what I really think makes this kit unique, which are the novelties. But again, we'll get to that in a second here. You have the base kit, which is similar to the EPBT Sushi in terms of color and whatnot. You have this like weird green, it's kind of hard to describe, and then you have the Katakana Sub-Legends in this vibrant pink, which I think is cool. But let's move on to the novelties here. You have not one, not two, not three, but 4 different colors for novelty kit options, and that's just awesome. I think the more choice you have for your keycap set, the better, and this is really giving it to you. With a more subtle and muted case, you're going to put a lot of focus on your novelties and keycaps if you have this kit and some novelties. I mean, it's a very interesting design. They have all the little food on there as well. So I think this is going to be a hit. I think people are going to really like this kit. And again, I'm glad to see more EPBT coming out. Earlier I said the same thing, but I'm probably going to want to pick up some more EPBT in the future. I think it's just one of those things where it's kind of overlooked at the moment. But as the hobby as a whole gets larger, I think more people are going to start splitting off to different types of keycap manufacturers. And EPBT is one of those I think is going to blow up in popularity here soon. Here you have it in the candy bar case. I really wanted one of these candy bars from the Key Company, but they just didn't have the colorways I wanted in stock. Because I know they had some in-stock ones, and I think they sold out pretty quick. They still do have like maybe one colorway left in stock, but all the other ones I wanted sold out fairly quickly. So hopefully I can pick one up next time they do a restock. That is all we really have time for today. I appreciate you guys watching the video. If you saw something that you wanted to check out in the video, links are in the description below. Thank you guys. Take it easy. Peace out.